What is up, YouTube? How's everybody doing? Been off for a little bit, been doing a little bit of soul searching kinda, and trying to find a lane that I need to move this channel into. But as you read, this is going to be the first of a mini series that I'm shooting off. This is basically gonna be like the history and where dreads came from, basically. The rest of the series is gonna be on different methods to dreads, how to wash, all kinds of different content that I'm gonna get into, and I'm probably gonna extend it longer than a 6 video that I was planning on, because there is a lot to go over with locks, a lot. But yeah, this is also gonna be my 11th month update, so yeah, there's a lot of content for this video. So let's go ahead and hop into it.
DJ Hopper.
First point that I want to bring up with locks in the history is one of the most current forthcomings of locks, and that would have to be the rise of the Rasta in the 1930s. That's around the time that locks really started to make a real comeback, for more popularity, I guess is what you would say. Anyway, they started up this most recent time with the Rastas, and basically what it started out with in the Rasta nation was the military, and the warriors basically would wear locks to symbolize their strength and symbolize that they were warriors for the movement, basically against the oppressors. It gained a lot of popularity among the Rastas, so basically everybody started doing locks. If you're a Rasta, you're more than likely sporting locks. If not, doesn't mean you're not a Rasta. Anyway, any key information that I found before that, for where locks originated, say Africa and Ethiopia. And I'm not gonna say that that's not exactly where they originated. I'm not, I'm here to kind of give my points and everything. But locks have been all over the world. They've been from Africa and Jamaica. They've also been found here on American soil in photographs of Indians, Native Americans, Indian. I don't mean to offend anybody if I did. Native Americans, basically. There are many photos like this with Native Americans with locks. So we know it's been here. There are drawings and possibly some pictures. I would have to get back on and look some up. But in Poland, where the Polish plait originated, that's a form of locks, basically. It's just really all your hair locked up into one big matted mess, really. It's just one big mess. It ends up looking like a beaver tail. And it's just, I don't personally, I would never do it. I think it's kind of cool, and sometimes, if you keep it clean, it's really difficult to do, though. But one point that I really want to bring up, as long as we're doing a history of locks. Some people's I've actually read people say that in as a response to the Native Americans having locks and the Polish having locks, that I've heard people say all they were doing was mimicking the original race. And I really do think that's wrong. Well, I don't want to necessarily say it's wrong. If they're meaning primary race, in my belief, what they're trying to say is from the Bible. If you really do believe in the Bible and you read into it, in the beginning, there was no color, There was no different language. Everybody appeared the same, even though they had their different traits. Like I said, no color, no language. It was just one language. Everybody could communicate how they pleased. If you fast forward through the Bible, you'll come upon the topic of Babylon. Now, Rastas look at Babylon as the oppressors, the demons, hell, kind of. And they look at Zion as heaven, or in a physical reference, Ethiopia. The main problem I have with that is, if you really do read into Babylon, what Babylon was a city where a tower was built in order to reach the heavens. Now, if you really believe in the Bible, you understand that you're not supposed to seek physical reference of God. You're supposed to believe in His spirit. You're supposed to believe in His power. So, knowing that, God disbanded the people of Babylon, put them on different corners of the earth, gave them different languages, and made them look different so that we would be less likely to communicate, and we couldn't verbally communicate because He gave us different languages. So when people say that they're mimicking the original race, yeah, I can kind of see that. But at the same time, not always are they using it in the proper way, I guess. If you do believe in the Bible, then you understand that in that time, they didn't wash their hair all the time. When they did, they put oils into their hair to keep their scalp from being just this itch wasteland, basically. What do freeformers do? If you got freeform locks, what do? You leave it alone, right? You leave it alone. You wash it every now and then. You put some kind of oil into it to keep your scalp from burning all the time. And you just leave it alone. Sounds a lot like locks. Sounds a lot like what they were doing back then. Equaled locks. So, if you don't believe that people in the Bible had locks, I don't know what else to tell you. Now, another point that goes along with the whole back in that time Bible, Babylon, whole ordeal is something that I know I learned back in middle school. Some people probably might have learned in high school. I don't know. It just depends on where you are in the learning system there. But if you've been in geography, you've heard the word Pangea before. Basically what that was is all the continents used to fit together just like a puzzle and used to be this one massive supercontinent, basically. Tectonic plates have then pushed them away and separated them and put water in between them and all that. Anyway, with that being said, that also tags along with the whole Babylon scheme. Like I said, God disbanded everyone and placed them on different corners of the earth. That would have been, in my opinion, the pivoting point to start separating those continents. Start breaking apart the one massive continent into however many there are. I can't remember. But basically what I'm saying is we all used to be one race. There was only one race, and that's the human race. And that's still what it is today. There is only the human race. There are these subdivisions of the human race that we feel like we need to be separated for. And I don't believe in all that. I really don't. I've never believed in that. I hate that idea. I believe that if we can't all come together as one, we're never going to get over this rut of hatred and just that's what it is. It's a bunch of hatred that nobody wants to get over because you and I look different. Now, everybody says they want equality and they fight for it and this and that. But when it gets down to it, what's anybody really doing? What is anybody really doing to stop the hatred between you and I? What is anybody really doing to stop the hatred? Like, it's not happening. And I don't feel this is right. So right now, show some love. Leave a like. Subscribe. Hit that little notify button so that anytime I drop some new content, you can see it. And with that, I'm going to jump off of the history lesson and jump off of all that and jump into my update real quick. As you can see, I got it up right now. But they are officially all done. There's like some little stray hairs and places where I couldn't get. But other than that, my head's full of dreads. So, as you can see, the back is all done. You can go ahead and pull this down. I'm all done. Now, I'm going to say this. If you're watching this in order to find out how you're supposed to do your dreads, I'm going to show you that in the later videos. Like I said, this is going to be a mini series of showing just about everything there is to dreads, that to my knowledge. And I'm going to be continuously learning so that I can continually give y'all new knowledge. But I'm going to let y'all know right now, if you want your locks to look like mine in any type of way, my locks have no specific method to them. I've used every single method to get and maintain locks. Every method is on my head somewhere, somehow. There are singles like this one right here, and it's pretty thin, but it's like one of my longest right now. I'll get in a close view real quick. But that one has had a little bit of crochet maintenance. A little bit, and I do mean a little bit. It's mainly just twist and rip, and that's all I've done to it. Same with this one over here, and I'll give you a close up. That's mainly twist and rip and a little bit of crochet method. Got another one over here. Wait, where is it? Is that it? Yeah, that is it. Boom. That one has had less crochet maintenance, but that one is pretty much just twist and rip and palm roll. This one back here is really thick, but it's one single dread. There's not very many just single one dreads on my head. Most of them are Congos of at least 2 to 4. I got one 4-head Congo back here, and it is doing great. These two thinner parts to it that have that major blue in them, they were Congoed, interlocked to this dread right here where you see the blue. And I just didn't like the way that they were sitting, because these were this long all the way. When they were all the way interlocked into it, they were really short, and I was like, man, I want to fix that. So I pulled them out, and then I crochet hooked a little bit to kind of tighten it up at the base of these, right where they part out for the fingers. But yeah, this one looks cool. I like it. This is my low palm tree. This is my low palm tree right here. But yeah, that's my 4. I got a 3-head Congo right here that was this 2-head Congo that I just decided to put together. And then I got this one back here that's a 3-head that was this 2-head that I just added another one to. And then this one back here that also, like, this right here, this Congo, was actually my original Congo. It was the first Congo I ever did. And then I just added this one to it because it was still thin, you know. But yeah, the rest of them are 2-head Congos. And then some of them, like, especially like this one, and this one. Oh, and that one. Those are all basically completely combined. They were interlocks that I just turned into 2-head Congos that I decided, like, as you can see, like, this one is really thin. And majority of the time, I'm not going to lie, these two right here over your temple and right here in the corner of your hairline, those are going to be really thin. Majority of the time. There's things you can do to fix that, and I'll talk about that later on my how to wash video. But yeah, other than that, there's not much to update on. And I know this video is pretty long right now. The majority of the rest of the videos are going to be a lot shorter than this. But if you did stick it out to the end of this, I want to thank you so much. Go down just a little bit. Drop a like. I'd really much appreciate it. Subscribe so you can see all my new content. Turn on that notify button so that you get alerts whenever I do drop new content. All that being said, man, I'm going to hop out of here. Y'all have an amazing day. Like, for real. Have an amazing day. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of what I got to do. And I'm going to drop this as soon as possible. So, peace out.
Right, nigga. And I'm back. I feel better than ever this time, though, nigga.